If you receive supplemental security income, an emergency can become serious very fast. A medical trip, a broken phone, a car repair, a prescription you did not expect, a family emergency, or even one bill that comes before your SSI payment arrives. For many people, an emergency is stressful, but for SSI recipients, it can be even harder because the monthly payment is limited, the rules are strict, and there is often no extra money sitting around. That is why today's topic is so important. Emergency access. Not just saving money, not just having a bank account, but knowing how to reach your money quickly, safely, and without creating confusion for your SSI benefits. Before we go deeper, I want to ask one quick question. If you receive SSI and you have ever faced an emergency before your next payment arrived, comment the word HELP below. Just write HELP, because many SSI recipients are dealing with the same problem quietly. Now let's explain this in a simple way. Emergency access means you can get to your money when something urgent happens. That could mean using a debit card, ATM, direct express card, mobile banking app, small emergency savings, trusted bank branch, or a backup payment method. But for SSI recipients, emergency access must be handled carefully. Why? Because Supplemental Security Income is a need-based program. Social Security looks at income, resources, living arrangements, and sometimes help you receive from others. That means the way you keep emergency money, the way money enters your account, and the way you use that money can matter later. So the goal is not just to have emergency access. The goal is to have emergency access with proof, safety, and control. Let's start with the first big point. Do not wait until the emergency to figure out your access. Many people only check their card, bank app, ATM access, or account balance when they are already in trouble. That is a mistake. If your card does not work, your PIN is forgotten, your bank app is locked, or your phone number is outdated, you may not be able to access your money when you need it most. So SSI recipients should check these things before an emergency happens. Make sure your debit card or direct express card is active. Make sure you know your PIN. Make sure your bank has your correct phone number and address. Make sure you know how to check your balance. Make sure you know the official phone number for your bank or card provider. Do not rely on memory during a crisis. Write important numbers down and keep them somewhere safe. Now let's talk about cash. Some SSI recipients like to keep a little cash at home for emergencies. That can be understandable. If the power goes out, your card is declined, or an ATM is down, cash can help. But there are two warnings. First, do not keep more cash than you can safely protect. If cash is lost or stolen, it is very hard to recover. Second, remember that SSI has resource rules. Cash, bank balances, and money you can use may count as resources unless a specific exclusion applies. So emergency cash still needs to be considered when you look at your total resources. This is why emergency money should be planned, not hidden. Do not treat emergency cash like it does not exist. Know the amount, keep it safe, and understand how it fits with your SSI resource limit. Now let's talk about bank access. A bank account can help in an emergency because you can use a debit card, ATM, online bill pay, or mobile banking. You can pay for medicine, transportation, phone service, or bills without needing to carry all your money in cash. But emergency access also means knowing where you can use your card without extra fees. ATM fees can hurt SSI recipients badly. If you are already short on money, paying unnecessary ATM fees can make the emergency worse. So, before an emergency happens, find out which ATMs are free or lower cost for your card. If you use Direct Express, check the official card information for fee rules and ATM options. If you use a bank debit card, ask your bank where you can withdraw cash without paying extra fees. A fee may look small, but on SSI, every dollar matters. Now, here is a very important point. Emergency deposits can create questions. Let's say your family sends you money because your car broke down, or a friend sends money because your phone is about to be shut off. Or someone gives you cash for medicine. That help may be real, it may be needed, but if money goes into your bank account, Social Security may later ask what it was. Was it a gift? Was it a loan? Was it reimbursement? Was it help with shelter? Was it income? The answer matters. So if you receive emergency help, keep proof. If it is a loan, write a simple loan note showing you must repay it. If it is reimbursement, keep the receipt. If someone pays a bill directly for you, keep proof of what was paid. If someone gives you money for a specific emergency, keep messages or documents showing why. The problem is not always receiving help. The problem is receiving help with no explanation. Now let's talk about a smart emergency plan for SSI recipients. You do not need a complicated system. You need a simple checklist. Number 1. Know your payment date. Know when your SSI usually arrives and plan bills around it. Number 2. Keep your card working. Do not wait until payment day to discover your card is lost, expired, or locked. Number 3. Keep emergency contacts. Have your bank, direct express, pharmacy, utility company, landlord, and trusted family contact written down. Number 4. Keep proof of emergency spending. If you use cash for medicine, rent, transportation, or repairs, keep receipts. Number 5. Check your balance before the first of the month. This matters because SSI resources are especially important at the beginning of the month. Do not let money sit in your account without understanding whether it affects your eligibility. Now let's talk about scams during emergencies. Scammers love panic. They know that when people are scared, they make fast decisions. A scammer may say, "Your SSI card is blocked," or "Your account is frozen," or "Click here to unlock your payment," or "Send a fee and we will release your money." Do not fall for this. Never give your PIN. Never give your full card number to someone who calls you. Never share your banking password. Never share one-time security codes. If you are worried, call your bank or card provider using the official number on the back of your card. Do not use a number from a random text message. Emergency access is important, but safe access is even more important. Now here are 5 emergency access mistakes SSI recipients should avoid. Mistake number 1. Waiting until a crisis to check your card or account. Mistake number 2. Keeping emergency cash with no plan or record. Mistake number 3. Using high-fee ATMs when lower-fee options may exist. Mistake number 4. Receiving emergency money with no proof of why it was sent. Mistake number 5. Clicking urgent scam messages about your SSI payment or bank account. These mistakes can turn one emergency into a bigger problem. Now, here is something very practical. If you can, keep an emergency folder. It can be paper or digital. Inside it, keep copies of your bank information, important phone numbers, rent proof, utility account numbers, medical contacts, card replacement numbers, and receipts for emergency expenses. If you are a representative payee, this is even more important. You need to show that the beneficiary's money was used for their needs, especially during emergencies. A small folder can save you a lot of stress. Now let's bring this together. Emergency access is not about having a lot of money. Most SSI recipients already know how hard it is to stretch a monthly payment. Emergency access is about being ready. Ready to check your money. Ready to use your card safely. Ready to avoid unnecessary fees. Ready to prove where money came from. Ready to prove where money went. Ready to protect yourself from scams. Because when you receive SSI, the emergency itself is not the only problem. The records after the emergency can also matter. So before the next emergency happens, check your card, check your bank app, check your contact information, know your ATM options, keep receipts, and keep proof for any money that comes in. Before you go, comment help if you believe SSI recipients need a better emergency plan for their money. And remember this, when your monthly payment is limited, emergency access is not just convenience, it is protection. Thanks for watching Social Security Post, and I'll see you in the next video.